Let me quickly talk to you about the top 10 payday loans online, no credit check, instant approval. You can get your cash within 36 hours. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Studio Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to give you the top 10 payday loans online, the loans you can get on the internet, no credit check, instant approval. And it's very important to understand that there are real online payday loans. A lot of people are kind of confused when they think about payday loans. They think you got to go to a store, you got to go to a physical store, a brick and mortar, and be in line and just talk to a live person before getting your cash. No. Right now, nowadays, in the last 5 years, we have seen an emergence of online payday loan providers, and those are legit. And in today's conversation, I'm going to show you the top 10 that will qualify you no matter what. Now, you have to understand that payday loans are very particular. They are expensive. They can be expensive. So it's very important. You need to know that the APR we're talking about here, we're talking about APR that can go all the way to 500% and even beyond. So payday loans, because of that, are regulated at the state level. So what we want to do here is we want to make sure that the payday loans that we are reviewing on this show are loans that have been approved by state regulators in whatever part of the country they are operating. And one thing you need to understand is if you don't pay the loan back, there are consequences, as with any loan. Remember, the payday loans are typically loans that will qualify you without credit check, because they kind of look at other criteria. They pay attention to your income, they pay attention to your bank statements, your tax returns, and they don't pay attention that much to your credit score. Having said that, if you don't pay the money back, this could affect your credit history. And you don't want that, right? You don't want that. So that's something you have to think about. You also want to think about the reviews of the lender. So every lender that we are reviewing in this show today has received thousands of accolades. They have received positive reviews. They have received more positive reviews than negative reviews. So this is why we included them in this rundown. One thing you need to understand is that installment loans, aka payday loans, can include extra cost. For example, some have origination fees. Sometimes you have late payment fees. You have early payment fees, because at the end of the day, you have to understand that payday loans are due within a few weeks, in some cases within a few months, but that's kind of rare. It depends on your situation. It depends on the states where you live. It depends on the lender. Speaking of the lender, you have to understand, as I said earlier, that payday loans are regulated at the state level. So every state regulates payday loans differently. In some states, including Georgia, they are banned outright. In other states, interest rates are capped to such an extent that they are essentially banned, if you really think about it. In total, based on our analysis, 18 states ban payday loans. So other states, such as Oregon, have some restrictions in place, but payday lenders still operate in them. And payday loans come with a few restrictions in 32 states. Any restrictions in these states tend to focus on the maximum number of loans someone can take out and not on rates. So the bottom line here is that state regulators are concerned about people actually finding themselves in a routine of debt, in a vicious circle of debt. That's really the concern here. And speaking about the routine of debt, you have some requirements you have to think about when you want to consider a payday loan. There are some requirements. You need to meet the minimum age requirements. This is 18 in most states and 19 in the beautiful state of Alabama. You need to have an open and valid checking account. You need to provide proof of income, usually a pay stub, but other documents may be accepted. And you got to have a valid phone number. Very important, folks. And if you apply it on the internet, the requirement may be slightly different. For example, you might need to provide a checking account and a social security number. and some payday lenders will not lend to you if you are currently filing for bankruptcy. So it's all about making sure that you contact the lender and understand exactly what they're asking. And one thing I also want to say here is that we actually have reviewed the 10 payday loans that we have in this show. We have reviewed those loans extensively. As a matter of fact, I want you to check out right now the criteria the methodology that we have in place to review all loans, including online payday loans in this show. Check this out. All right, let's just start the rundown. Number 10, we have NetLoan Express. Our score, 7.5 over 10. And we love the fact that NetLoan Express offers only payday loans. So they kind of focus on that, and their loans are small and unsecured, and they actually can lend you anywhere from $100 to $1,000. You get your cash within 24 hours. It's really fast. We love the fact that their application process is very, very streamlined, and they don't place a lot of requirements on the loan proceeds. So it doesn't matter whether you need to repair your car, buy a new household appliance, or pay for a weekend getaway. You can get the cash you need with NetLoan Express. We also love the fact that they have a great customer service. They actually they were very responsive, and they want to make sure that you are trying to improve your financial life, your financial situation. So they will actually, if you ask a loan representative, they will actually guide you through the whole loan process, in addition to showing you a constellation of resources they have on the website and other websites. So NetLoan Express, 7.5 over 10. Number 9, we have LendUp. LendUp, our score, 8 over 10. And what are the loan features here? LendUp has had quite enough time to prove that there is a reason so many people love their services. We love the fact that this company, and this is one of the few companies that has something similar, they operate under a no debt trap policy, which basically means that you shouldn't fear any rollovers or refinancing. It's a safe loan that puts you in control, and the company claims they don't want to earn money by tricking their clients. I mean, this is so true because we have actually been reviewing this company for years now, and they have one of the highest transparency metrics, and they're very transparent in terms of the fees, in terms of the cost, and you can actually borrow anywhere from $100 to $3,000 through this lender. And in terms of APR, you can go again all the way to 100%. Of course, we're talking here about payday loans, so the loans are traditionally very high. The rates rather are traditionally very high, so this is something you need to think about. In terms of repayments, I want you to look at maybe 2 weeks, from 2 weeks all the way to 3 months. Folks, I want to talk to you now about number 8, Ace Cash Express. Our score, 8 over 10. And when it comes to taking out a payday loan on the internet, the Ace Cash Express is a major provider of financial services that has a long history in the business. They've been doing this for many, not years, decades. They've been operating since 1968. Think about that. 1968. What are the pros and cons of Ace Cash Express? The pros, you have a quick and easy application, instant decision, 72-hour satisfaction guarantee. There is no influence on credit score with Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. In other words, they don't check your credit. You have cash loans are available both online and ACE stores. So if you don't want to do everything online, you can actually start the application process on the internet and then transfer to a brick and mortar store where you can talk to a live person about your application and get your cash. And they are a direct lender except in Ohio and Texas. What are the cons here? Online payday loans are available only in a few states, and they might have potentially high fees. So something you need to think about. Number 7, we have personal loans. Our score 7.5, not 7.5, 8.5 over 10. So personal loans 8.5 over 10. We love the fact that this is another lender that is very responsive. Customer service is great. Remember, one thing I want you to understand is that this is not a direct lender. They are a loan marketplace. They are a lender marketplace, a loan matching service, which is great, because when you apply through them, you have access to a larger constellation of loan options and lenders who might give you some proposals, right? And with PersonalLoans.com, Payday loans online can go all the way to $10,000. As a matter of fact, besides Payday loans, they also offer personal loans, installment loans, and those could go all the way to 35 grand. To be eligible for a personal loan, whether it is a Payday loan or installment loan, your credit score has to be anywhere between 450 to 600. All right, and their APRs are kind of high, so the lower your credit score, the higher the APR. That kind of makes sense, right? This makes sense. Anything else? Yeah, we love the fact that in terms of their Payday loan, you can actually they're pretty flexible in terms of their repayment term. So anywhere from 2 weeks all the way to 6 months is acceptable. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Studio Kiwi Show. I'm still having a conversation with you about the top 10 Payday loans online, no credit check, instant approval. We are going now to number 6, Blue Trust Loans. Our score 8.5 over 10. Now, one thing I want to say here is that Blue Trust Loan is a new company on the market. They were founded a few years ago, more specifically in 2014, and they basically are a what are the pros and cons? You have quick approval. They are a direct lender. They can lend you up to $3,000 in Payday loans, and they are repayment in installments. What about the cons? They're generally vague in terms of fees, and there is insufficient information on the website, and they kind of have rather high APRs. And one thing you need to understand here is that Blue Trust Loans is actually a tribal lending agency and a sovereign enterprise, which means what? It means that the company is guided by tribal laws and cannot be sued in accordance with national laws. So they tell you this right off the bat, and they advise you not to take out a loan if you're not comfortable with this fact. So if you're still interested, then you might want to check them out. So Blue Trust Loans, 8.5 over 10. Number 5, we have 24 Cash Today. Our score 9 over 10. Now, 24 Cash Today is another great player. They have been in the business for a while now, and one thing we love here is that, again, this is a loan marketplace. They're not a direct lender. So what they do here is that they actually connect borrowers with reliable direct lenders that are ready to provide a loan, and in this case, a Payday loan. And we love the fact that they are very responsive. They have a streamlined process, a very fast application process, and to be eligible, you need to be 18 or older, or 19 in Alabama. You need to have a government-issued photo ID. You need to have a verifiable source of income, a valid email address, an active checking account, and please make sure before you take out a Payday loan through 24 Cash Today that those loans are legal in your state, because some requirements may vary depending on your state of residence. Very important. So if you meet the eligibility criteria, you can start by filling out a simple online application form at 24 Cash Today. So once your submitted application is approved, you will be eligible to receive your money to your bank account shortly. So make sure to repay the loan on time to avoid expensive penalties. Number 4, folks, we have here Cash Central. Our score 9 over 10. Cash Central is a state licensed loan company from Utah that offers fast payday loans in 25 U.S. states and has been in the business for more than 10 years, with a long list of customers whose testimonials you can view on the company's website. So here you have a direct lender. Of course, they don't operate in Ohio and Texas, among other states. And we love the fact that they are very responsive. They are very. We love the customer service. We love the fact that they are very generous with the loan amounts. They could go from $100. They could approve you from $100 all the way to 10 grand if you qualify, of course. And they have a 24/7 customer service. That's fantastic. And no matter when you apply, you will receive a response quickly and get your money the next business day or even the same day if you have what they call a Green Dot prepaid card. And more importantly, with this company, the Cash Central, everything is above the board, so you don't have to worry about scams, illegal fees, or any other threat to your security that are linked with taking loans from companies that are not licensed by the state. So you have a legit company. This can get more legit than this. This is just fantastic. All right. And what are the pros and cons here? Pros: direct lender except in Ohio and Texas. You have an easy online application, quick approval, fantastic loan requirements for applicants, and they are highly transparent in terms of fees, terms, and conditions, and they are state licensed and they're available 24/7. The cons: their services are only available in 25 states. Number 3, folks, we have CashAdvance. Our score 9.5 over 10. And here is another trustworthy payday loan company with nearly 2 decades of experience and millions of customers nationwide. And they actually specialize in connecting anyone in need of a quick financial solution with a reputable lender, providing their users with a safe and easy way to take out a fast payday loan. All right. So this is another loan marketplace, and the company's services are free of charge with no cost attached to the process of selecting the lender. Right. And as a member of the Online Lenders Alliance, CashAdvance operates in accordance with all federal laws related to online lending and offers their customers the maximum level of protection and security. So we really love that. This is a company that has been following the best practices in the industry. And as you can imagine, online payday lending is a pretty I would say this is a pretty sensitive subject, pretty sensitive space to be in. And CashAdvance has been trying to play by the rules for the last 20 years. That's wonderful. What are the pros and cons here? Pros: quick and easy application process, fast approval, no cost related to application. They operate in accordance with the fair debt collection practices, great level of confidentiality, and they have a large network of reputable lenders. The cons: the fees and rates are not available on the website, and they have a generally high APR. Number 2, folks, we have Check Into Cash. Our score 9.5 over 10. And Check Into Cash is a CashAdvance service company that has been around since 1993. They are currently in the beautiful state of Tennessee, but the company has over 1,000 branch locations in 30 states. So in addition to in-store loans, Check Into Cash also offers quick, reliable, and convenient online loans, and they also promises conditional approval immediately upon submitting a request. So in addition to payday loans, which are their primary service, Check Into Cash also offers title loans. We've covered the topic of title loans in another show, so you might want to double check that show if you're interested. And what are the pros and cons of Check Into Cash here? Pros: online and in-store payday loans, high approval rate, credit score is not an issue, they have a fast application processing system, and they are a direct lender. Okay. And the cons: there is insufficient information on fees and rates. Now, this is something they have to work on. But in terms of the loans they can approve you all the way to $10,000. So it starts from $50 all the way to $10,000 if you do qualify, of course. And just expect the APRs to be in 3 digits. And the repayment terms spans 2 weeks all the way to 6 months. Number 1, folks, when it comes to the top 10 payday loans online, no credit check, no personal guarantee, instant approval, we have here Check City. Our score 10 over 10. Check City is a loan company with a network of locations in Utah, Colorado, Nevada, and Virginia. They offer both online and in-store payday loans, and in addition, they also work with installment loans, title loans, tax services, insurance, and other services. Check City, it's very important to mention that Check City is a direct lender, and they have an excellent triple B rating and loan services in 17 states. So if you're really looking for a reliable and fast online payday loan, you want to take a peek at Check City. What are the pros and cons here? They are a direct lender, high loan amounts in some states, loan terms longer than 16 days. We've heard cases where they went all the way to 2 years. They have an easy application, transparent terms and conditions. And what about the cons? They only work in 17 states, and in-store deposits may arrive faster than online ones. And the loan condition here, the main one you need to know, you get loan amounts $1,000 to $10,000. The APRs may fluctuate between 25% to 365%, 365%, and the duration 3 months to 24 months. And remember that rates and fees vary depending on your location and creditworthiness. So to know the cost you can expect if you decide to get an online payday loan from Check City, you need to talk to one of their loan specialists, or you need to check out the online rates and fees section of their lender's website. All right, folks, this was a quick conversation about the top 10 payday loans online, no credit check, instant approval. Just want to do a quick recap here. Number 1, we have Check City, 10 over 10. Number 2, we have Check Into Cash, 9.5 over 10. Number 3, we have CashAdvance, 9.5 over 10. Number 4, we have Cash Central, 9 over 10. Number 5, we have 24 Cash Today, 9 over 10. Number 6, we have Blue Trust Loans, 8.5 over 10. Number 7, we have PersonalLoans, 8.5 over 10. Number 8, we have Ace Cash Express, 8 over 10. Number 9, we have LendUp, 8 over 10. And number 10, we have NetLoan Express, 7.5 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.